What is happening with country music? Recently, Zach Bryan performed one of his songs called Revival on stage, and lo and behold, Sexyy Red, of all people, came out onto his stage and started twerking in front of the entire audience.
Sexy, get it sexy, yeah you know, super fat, I lying. Sexyy Red at a Zach Bryan concert blew my mind.
I think it's problematic because they are specifically trying to use a negative image of black women in order to justify harming black women by parading a Sexyy Red around.
Hey bro, I've been wanting to make this video for a long time, but Sexyy Red is one of the worst artists to ever drop, and I'm dead serious.
She's barefoot, pregnant, and twerking. When you put that in the eyes of millions of people, that says something about your culture. That's making a statement.
To everybody that's been hating on her, I think that y'all just don't understand the music. I think y'all just not in tune. Because if you listen to it, she may not have the best bars. She may not have the best voice. Maybe not the best flow. She might not be the baddest. But at the end of the day, she got something.
Sexyy Red. I talked about Sexyy Red on the show. I will ask you about her baby shower.
She's been losing me lately.
Lately?
Lately.
Right? That is intentional. That means somebody turned down a Chris Brown, turned down a Michael Jackson, turned down a Lauryn Hill, and said, that's the one I want to sign and make her bigger.
Promote her to children, just like they were promoting Lil Nas X to children.
I agree.
That's the problem that I have with that type of.
So have y'all noticed that many of the same people and circles who were absolutely livid about Beyonce making country music, who were adamant that they did not want Beyonce in their space? Have you noticed that a lot of those same circles, same people are praising Sexyy Red coming on stage, twerking with a country artist? Why do y'all think that is?
Greetings, you polite savages, and welcome to another Tip Talk. Dave Chappelle had the most iconic comedy skit show in the history, in my opinion, of television itself. And he walked away from it because he looked up in the crowd, he looked up and he said, are these people laughing at my jokes or are they laughing at me? And see, when you have integrity and you realize that you are the spectacle and not the attraction, you tend to walk away. Enter Sexyy Red. Ha ha! Big Sexy apparently is going straight into the country music business. Oh, really? Or is the fact that she is here to be the spectacle, the traveling burlesque show, to bend over and let them see as far up her wazoo as they possibly can, to clap it, to shake it, and to get down? But ask yourself a question, everyone listening to me. Do you think these folks want their children listening to her? Do you think these folks want to be represented as someone who looks at that music? No, 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 no. Do not confuse yourself. In this situation, Sexyy Red is just a tourist, an attraction, an oddity, something for them to look at, talk about, and say how much they loved seeing this girl wear barely nothing and clap it and shake it. But I ask yourself this question: if in her hometown of St. Louis, if they were really looking to promote, to unify, and to uplift this young lady, this new performer, this number one with a bullet. Nah, sis. They just wanted to look at the new 2024 minstrel show. And you play right along with them, shaking your derriere, looking back at the whole crowd like, is we doing good, boss?
You can't tell me, oh, he didn't know she was going to come out and do that. Their entire performances are all completely scripted. Also, why was she even there? She's one of the most disgusting rappers these days. Her entire personality is just gross. And for her to be on the ground, shaking her in front of a bunch of people who probably were not asking to see that at a country concert is just gross and degenerate.
So let me get this straight. They don't want Beyonce coming over to country music. But this is okay. I don't know if she can see this or if she even cares. But they were making a mockery of her, the way they just had her on that stage so-called quote-unquote entertaining them. I can't be the only one who sees this.
Now you really got a mix and match collection of people and how they view and judge Sexyy Red, but we focus on two camps of people here in this video. They're the ones pushing for the reinforcement of negative perception and stereotypes of melanated people. Then you got the modern women of all colors and creeds rooting and loving what Sexyy Red represents. The archetypical bad, big boss, big hypersexual modern woman archetype.
The fact that Sexyy Red and Zach Bryan were on the same stage, thank God, and I missed it.
Whether Sexyy is the modern woman's 304 champion and or acting as the scapegoat and shield for their bad behavior. Whatever it is, the crowd was shouting out fake love and cheering Sexyy Red on to shake her ass, splayed cooch and all, because it further reinforces the negative perception of the community, while at the same time liberating the modern woman to act with reckless sexual abandon. Because hey, if a celebrity is doing it, then why can't we, is the thinking of modern women. But you would think it's all fun and games until you take a look at the Twitter X comments, where you get what people really think about Sexyy Red's antics. If TikTok allowed a free-for-all, no-holds-barred, unfiltered, uncensored content without removing videos, the Twitter X comments would turn into videos reflecting what bigots and detractors really think about Sexyy Red twerking on stage at Zach Bryan's concert. But let's be really real about this, the whole slut culture mind virus is already converging and uniting a mixed race of people like the milk white ladies doing their raunchiest, sleaziest, sluttiest on stage on poles for a whole crowd of men at a NASCAR event. 304 thought culture has infected country music, whether it be country rap, hip hop, pop hybrid acts, are repeating the same lyrics and the same mantra of the modern woman ethos. The same kind of shaking, gyrating, twerking, showing skin in the booty meets kitty cat snatch.
I rock my own, and I rock my own. This is so good, make a grown man cry. All these dudes be mad that they can't tame us. Hoes say hate us cause they ain't us. This that bad bitch language, toxic, hella dangerous.
Work, work, finally putting myself first. I'm sweating like a hook in shirt. A little country, a little bit of hood. So the way I got these men texting me, these exes. Country girl with a big old butt.
Honestly, I fall in the camp of I don't care as long as everyone's getting fair and equal treatment. I mean, promiscuous women make the world go round. What I have a problem with is that somehow Sexyy Red's image gets the okay sign off, while Beyonce, who uses her sexuality in a classy way, gets flack and heat and hatred for entering into country music. The real reason is that Beyonce embodies the superstar status, the gifts and the talents, the best aspects of the community, while Sexyy Red is a negative caricature that come to the average bigot's mind, whether they are conscious of it or not. Sexyy Red, believe it or not, is safe to the status quo. Beyonce, on the other hand, is a threat to the status quo in country music. And if you can use a hypersexual Sexyy Red to lead the pack and ditch and replace the class of Beyonce, then why not? It's better for these fans that the country music they are used to only has to compete with a Sexyy Red than having to compete with a superstar act like Beyonce.
Get sexy, get it sexy. Yeah, you know that super fat eye lying. Sexyy Red at a Zach Bryan concert blew my mind.
This man proves my point that he's okay with the raunchy ho-ish antics of Sexyy Red, but not Beyonce making country music.
Apparently, it's racist if you think Beyonce's new album isn't country.
And I just find it interesting. Interesting that you don't like seeing Beyonce doing country music and you don't like her album. Hey, Brody, I'm not here to yuck your yum or the opposite. I'm not here to tell you what you should like. I'm not your tastemaker. You got to do what you got to do, be how you want to be, and live how you want to live. But it's just interesting to me. It's just a little curious, just a little, can't quite put my finger on it, but it's odd. It's odd. So I'm going to break it down like this. Either you're looking at this young lady, Sexyy Red, as a circus freak show, or you're mocking her. But either way, Brody, we know what the game is.
Now, Grover, let's shoot him some bail. I listened to some songs on Beyonce's Cowboy Carter, and it's definitely heavy with country instrumentals, but mild when it comes to country music cadence and twang that I'm used to. This is basing off a few songs I hear because I was expecting to sound like the talented Tanner Adelo right here.
Throw me in a saddle, spin me like a spur, make my snake skin rattle, looking like Beyonce with a lasso. I'm a buckle bunny, I'm a buckle bunny.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, Symptom Night making me weak with Tanner Adelo. But anyway, Beyonce did make a country album with a country-like sound in my opinion. Texas Hold'em is a great song, but what it comes down to with the hate on Beyonce getting into country music is that Beyonce is a real supposed threat with her classy image, unlike the bad image that can be warped into a negative character by bigots, which is Sexyy Red. Just see how the haters respond to Beyonce getting into country music.
I am not a fan of Beyonce's new country song, Texas Hold'em. I don't like it. It's annoying.
I cannot be the only one getting the ick from this. Please stay in your lane, Beyonce.
You get into a car crash and this song comes on.
Thanks, Beyonce. Now everyone thinks they can make, quote, country music.
Hello, who I am. My name is Tanner Adele. I'm a pop country music artist. Just really talk to you guys about why it's not okay that Beyonce is coming into the country genre and disrupting it. Thank you, that is all.
Oh no, not the same girl doing hip-hop dances. So wait a second, you gotta hate on Beyonce getting into country music, but you, a country girl, getting into doing hip-hop dances. Make that make sense. Crazy how people got a problem with Beyonce doing country while you got country artists with a heavy infusion of hip-hop in their songs. There's even straight up country rap, country hip-hop, and all the like. And it's been like this for years with many different artists that classify themselves as some kind of predominantly country music hybrid. Hip-hop is so universal now that it's copied and imitated around the world with distinctly different cultures implementing it in their music, or outright creating strictly hip-hop songs in their language. So where's that same energy that was given to Beyonce, and why is it absent when it comes to Sexyy Red?
If Keith Urban, who is literally from Australia, can be nominated for over 50 CMA awards, Beyonce can make a country album. But Keith Urban is a white man from Australia. This ain't the music of his people. He ain't from here.
Think about the imagery and the message. I just find it odd that it's okay for Sexyy Red and it's praised for Sexyy Red to come on stage with a country artist. But Beyonce, oh no, they lost their minds about that.
The sisterhood at the end of the day will fight for the right to be hyper-sexually liberated to do as they please, where they can monetize and capitalize on their assets, hustle wallet slits, and commodities. But it's a hard stop no when it comes to a superstar of another color and culture with class. Of Beyonce's caliber, Sexyy Red is not the threat. Beyonce happens to be that threat to their culture and their entertainment.
He did sell 10 million records, but Fiends bought 10 million rocks. That don't mean sell a record don't mean nothing. I mean, I'm down with him because he's a brother and he's making his mail. But, however, he's diluting rap. You know what I'm saying? He's making something. He's playing that Sambo role, and the reason everybody's buying his record is because he's no threat, and everybody want to see Sambo dance.
That's all I got for you, you polite savages. Like and subscribe. Hit us up on all social media networks. We found true happiness.